Bochy, I know this bullpen has done such a good job over this stretch of extra inning games, but just how did you see the workload catch up to them tonight?
Oh, it caught up with them. No getting around it. There were guys we were hoping not to use. And when extra innings were got caught in a box there. And you know, they probably needed a day, and it showed because they have been doing such a great job. And you know, believe me, I felt for them to be out there, and you know, we just couldn't punch a run in the eighth and ninth, and that's. But I mean, I look at the effort by everybody. Corbin, you look at what he did, 110 pitches or whatever, 6 innings. He's doing all he could to save the bullpen, and you know, guys fought back to tie it, get down 3, come right back. I feel for these guys because they're getting after it, and they're continuing to fight. And you know, it's been a tough 4 days, 4 extra inning games.
Multiple instances over the past couple of days when you have a runner on third and the ability to get them in, but what are you noticing in those at-bats and what needs to be different?
Well, I just said we're getting, you know, the strikeouts are hurting us. You know, it's having a hard time putting the ball in play. That's what's kind of caught up with this. You hopefully get in that situation, man, on third with 1 out, and that's good hitters up there, but you know, they got the strikeouts.
This team has gone through tough stretches this season.
I'm sorry?
This team has gone through tough stretches this season offensively. The past couple of days just seem to be different in that you guys are in these games clearly until the very end. So how does the last stretch where you guys go, you know, 1 and 3, how does that feel different?
You know, again, yeah, sure, the result wasn't, you know, what you're looking for, but you know, the effort. You know, they're going as hard as they can. You know, they've been taking some punches. They've got back up and punch back, and that's all you can ask is keep fighting, and they're doing that. You know, we just got to execute a little bit better, obviously, but no, they're, you know, to see us come back the way we have in some of these games, how hard they're fighting. No, I'm proud of them.
You mentioned that the workload caught up with the bullpen, and that's obvious. I think they've thrown 300 pitches over the past 4 days.
Right.
But what do you need to do now to get that back in order? Like, how much of a issue is it for the next few days?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Hear what we can do to get things back in order. You know, when you log that many innings, that's always a concern. You know, I have to be concerned about it because you know, get to that point where it takes, you know, a few days to get things, to get them back, freshen them up, and get them back to who they are. And so that's what we'll talk about. Where we're at tomorrow, you know, I'll get with our pitching staff and see what we can do, you know, to give some guys some rest.
The 8th inning situation that we talked about, Jonah, I think Jonah's been your most successful hitter with a runner on third in less than 2 outs.
Right.
Was there any thought, given what Sanchez was dealing with, to start Garcia earlier to try and force the issue a little bit?
You start Garcia earlier.
Start Garcia earlier in the count to try and force a throw down to second earlier.
Well, yeah, I mean, we ran. I mean, you can look at that, yeah, but they got a strikeout. I don't know what difference that would have made. You gotta explain that.
Well, he didn't have to throw down after the strikeout. I mean, he held the ball. I just didn't know if he could force anything there because you're looking for.
I don't know.
Right now.
No, they were going to throw through. You know, we kind of like to hold there, and